How's it going, everyone? Iman with Dune Serpents here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on my bed setup. I'm pretty much going to be going over what's worked for me and why I have everything set up the way it is. We're going to get in depth on what I have here. From far right now, before I zoom in, I'm just going to go over briefly what I have. I have a spare tire in the back right now with a Kratos Pro Eagle 3-ton jack mounted on the spare tire. We'll go over that shortly. I got my bed cage, which does take up a lot of space, but you know, we need that. I got two toolboxes here. These are Pelican 1510s, absolutely amazing, with a Kibitech Speed Tools case mount, which mounts directly into the bed. And I also have a AL Off-Road Trailgate tailgate insert, which is an awesome tailgate insert, my favorite in the entire market right now. So we're going to go over all of that, and I also have Kaizen, I probably pronounced that wrong, Kaizen Off-Road's bed support kit. So this is probably the beefiest bed support kit you can get. It's simple, just connects both sides of the bed together, and I believe it's a 2-inch tubing going around, or maybe a 1.75, I'm not sure, but still the strongest on the market right here. And yeah, let's get in depth and go over all this. Alright, hopefully I can fit in this frame, but I have the camera pointed at the jack on here right now. They have kits where you can mount your jack to the bed. It takes up a lot of space in my opinion, but I did this because I off-road pretty aggressively and I just feel like this jack's really heavy and it might get a little rattly and noisy. I've never used it, but I don't know. This has worked for me because I have this spare resting, the jack resting on the tire, so there's no rattling noise. It's quiet, which I really like. It sits on here, and when it bounces up and down, the whoops, it doesn't really make any noise, so I like it. It's almost like a cushion for the jack. And I have a 3-way tire strap from Dirt King, and this is pretty much supporting the jack and the tire, creating a lot of downward pressure, and the tire does not move. I tested it, jumps, whoops. This setup is really effective. It's a great way to have a spare and a jack and save some space. So these are the Pelican 1510s, and they're amazing. They hold all my tools. I can put every tool I need to take off-roading and pre-running in both of these, and it fits no issue. I got a drill in here, an impact, wrenches, sockets, you name it. And it's really convenient. Comes with a ratchet strap over, so it supports it from any rattling, keeps it tightened, and then the actual mount itself is bolted into the bed. Why I like these is that they have multiple uses. Right now, I have my tools in here, and I just use that simply as a cooler. I'm not really a cooler snob. I just throw ice in there and a couple drinks, and I'm happy. So I don't really care how long and insulated and all that stuff it is. So it's got that use. And there's no leaking, obviously it's completely weather sealed around, so I use this sometimes as a cooler. Now another cool thing is if you're into the pre-running world, weight distribution is a huge thing. So I have these mounted behind the rear end, the rear axle, so I can sometimes toss in weight sacks. But what I mean by that is wakeboard boats use something called wake sacks, and they're pretty much these little sacks and they weigh about 50 pounds, and you can toss, they're small. They're meant to be put in a boat to create extra weight and extra weight in the back. So you can actually put those sacks in these tools if you need additional weight distribution in the rear. You know, if you're not even in the air, if you want to be completely even and you're kind of nose heavy, you can toss some weight sacks in here and it'll help with the weight distribution. So that's another cool thing to use these for, and obviously you can use it for tools. Kibitech makes this mount, and I know Speed Tools, that's Robbie Gordon's brand, has a 1510 already decked out with all the tools you want in there. I didn't get that because I already have my own tools, and honestly that toolbox was a little too neat for me. I'm not really that organized. I kind of just toss my tools in here and close it and call it a day. But I will never take this out of my bed. I absolutely love it, and I'll put this in any pre-running application on any build that I have in the future, 100%. So 100% have my approval on this bad boy. Next up, I got this tailgate insert from AL Off-Road. It's called the Trailgate. Let me zoom in on here really quick. Yeah, Trailgate by AL Off-Road. And as you can see, they do custom engraving. I got Dune Serpents in there, so it's pretty sweet. You have multiple color options you can pick from with custom engraving options as well. You can put your name there, whatever you want. It's simple, it's clean, doesn't scratch, to be honest. I mainly use this for just laying my tools on here as a smooth finish. It's easy to clean compared to the OEM composite material that I had here originally. Very difficult to clean. This is easy to clean. You got your cup holders here, and you can use it as, like, you know, if you want to cook some stuff on here, if you're into the overland scene and camping and all that, you can use it for cooking. And it is absolutely amazing. I've had it on my truck now for about 3 months and no complaints. It's a simple modification, you know. If you want to make your bed look all pretty, it's also a sick way to do that. Pick whatever color you want, hit them up, AL Off-Road, absolutely awesome Trailgate insert. Next up is the Kaizen bed support kit. We have composite beds on these Tacomas, so they'll definitely be flexing and moving around, especially with the long travel suspension kit. So this was the beefiest setup I could find. A lot of companies just have them linked from here to there, or they have like a little bed support bracket, but this is way stronger. This is definitely the route to go if you're going to be off-roading aggressively. So 100% recommended from Kaizen, and it was an easy install. Look how beefy it is. You can just see the strength, and it kind of matches with my bed cage that I got going back there. I also have 2 fire extinguishers. They're both for automotive use. Always good to have. I know I'm probably not going to be running into any fire problems, but you never know. I go camping, someone else's truck might be on fire. Always a plus to have this on you in case of an emergency. Especially out in the forest, you don't want to cause a forest fire, something like that. Always have a fire extinguisher ready to go. And they're kind of small, so they're convenient, but I got 2 mounted up. And yeah, honestly, that is my bed setup right now. I'm thinking about putting some Baja Designs S2 Pros over there. I'm getting a new 3rd brake light kit from Evil Manufacturing Off-Road, so the housing is going to go up there. Really excited for that, so the truck's going to look a little more prettier in the back. But other than that, it's a simple bed setup. I don't really know what else to put back here, so I'm just going to leave it like this because I really don't need anything else. And this is what I got going in my bed setup. Comment if I need anything else, if I'm missing something. I might toss my battery back here once I get a bunch of lights, save some space up in the engine bay, so that's something else I might do. But other than that, it's very clean back here, it's organized, and this is my current bed setup. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, and I appreciate all the support.